I do not intend to address the State of the Union. There are people who will do a better job of that than me. I do think it was a mistake that the Democratic Party went to the State of the Union, but also there was one line from the State of the Union that I found was particularly egregious, and it might not be the one you thought. The statement was, "We have lifted 2.4 million Americans off of food stamps." Lifted them off. Like we did these people a favor. This is what they always do. They use exactly this type of phrasing. We've lifted people out of poverty. We've lifted them out of unemployment benefits. We've lifted 2.4 million people off of these programs. When what we're actually doing is kicking them off. $186 billion in cuts to these programs, 20%. I would challenge you to find some of those 2.4 million people and ask them if they feel lifted right now. And we can have a good faith debate about how to administer these programs, when people should be elevated, should we have work requirements. That is a conversation for another time. But what is undebatable is that they did this specifically so that, and during the time that, they gave massive tax cuts to billionaires. They likely couldn't have funded those tax cuts without stripping those essential programs from those people, without lifting those people off of those programs. These programs affect Democrats, these programs affect Republicans, but most importantly, they affect children. This is a strategic attack on the working class. And regardless of your political party, a statement like that should cause you to think, who are these people actually fighting for? But what is most challenging about that phrase is the working class people of this country actually do need to be lifted up. They actually do need to be helped. They actually do need to be propped out of the challenge that we're all in. And so to have that one, I mean, there was a lot of things I could be talking about, but that one phrase, as soon as I heard it, and likely as soon as you heard it as well, that they lifted 2.4 million people out of these programs. If someone falls off of a boat out of no means of their own, you throw them a life saving device and you lift them out of the water. But if you push them out of the boat to make more room for yourself, that is a different story.